On the night of May 6th, CCTV footage revealed that Emily Longley and her boyfriend weren't getting along. Earlier in the day, Elliot, who was Emily's boyfriend, got upset over something he saw on Emily's social media. Then, he saw a message from another guy offering to buy Emily a drink. This made Elliot angry. Later that night, while they were at a bar, Elliot spotted the guy who messaged Emily. He grabbed a lump hammer and threatened the man with it. On the morning of May 7th, 2011, Emily's body was discovered. Who was Emily Longley? Why was she killed? Who was the culprit? This is your partner in crime stories. Subscribe and let's move along this mysterious journey ahead. Born on July 15, 1993, in England, Emily Longley's journey began. Her mother, Caroline Longley, and her father, John Longley, welcomed her into their lives. But when Emily was just 10 years old, their family took a big leap across the world to New Zealand. Auckland became her new home, shaping her childhood and the adventures that lay ahead. As Emily ventured into her higher studies, she felt the pull of a new chapter waiting in the United Kingdom. Leaving behind the familiar streets of Auckland, she embarked on a journey to chase her dreams. Settling in the UK, she found a home with her paternal grandparents, Roland and Zosa Longley. Southern Bournemouth became her new hometown, a place where she would continue her future academic goals and carve out her path in life. Even though Emily was busy with her studies, she liked the idea of being a model. So she decided to give it a try and signed up with a local modeling agency nearby. She didn't want to give up on her education, though. That's why she chose to study a course related to business studies at Brockenhurst College in Hampshire. Emily's life was full of different things. She enjoyed learning and modeling. She found a way to balance them both while still focusing on her studies. In addition to her studies and modeling gigs, Emily took on a part-time job at a clothing store. People often described her as friendly, smart, and full of life. Everywhere she went, she seemed to attract warmth and admiration. With her stunning charm and good looks, Emily was quite an attractive young girl. Despite her busy schedule, Emily knew how to spend life's simple pleasures. Whenever she had free time, she had spent her unwinding at cafes, soaking up the sun at the beach, or strolling through the city streets. She enjoyed every moment, finding joy in the little things and spreading happiness wherever she went. In December 2010, when Emily was only 17 years old, she crossed paths with a man named Elliot Turner. Elliot, a few years older than Emily, was a familiar face in the local bar and club scene. He had a reputation, known for being part of a group called The Firm. This gang, comprised of young men, seemed to live a carefree lifestyle, indulging in luxury without much responsibility. Elliot's background was privileged, his father being a millionaire. As Emily and Elliot spent time together, they enjoyed going on dates all around England. They liked staying out late, even during nights, partying and having fun. But there was a problem. Elliot got jealous easily, especially around other women. This made him act aggressively and sometimes even violent toward Emily. He wanted to control her and didn't like her spending time with anyone else. It made Emily feel trapped and unhappy in their relationship. Just a few months into their relationship, Emily felt the need to express her concerns to Elliot. She wrote him a letter, and its contents were troubling. On a piece of paper, Emily made a short list. At the top, she wrote, "I love you." But then, she listed some things that bothered her. Second on the list was, "Don't say you'll kill me." Third, she wrote, stop talking about your ex-girlfriends. And fourth, she added, stop being so aggressive all the time. It's much better when you're cool and calm. You scare me when you're so intense. This letter paints a dark picture of their relationship, showing the problems they faced. Despite feeling frustrated, hurt, and tired of the relationship, Emily didn't end things with Elliot. Instead, she reached a breaking point differently. On May 1st, Emily took to Facebook to share that she was dealing with a stalker. She posted, "Someone just called me, and I was like, who's this? And they were like, you don't know me, but I know everything about you. I asked how they got my number, and they said they'd tell me when they saw me. They keep asking me out and won't stop calling. I'm really scared. It's a private number as well." This cry for help revealed the distressing situation Emily found herself in. On Thursday, May 4th, Emily shared on Facebook that she was feeling really low with her mental status. Meanwhile, she also sent a text to her mother, revealing Elliot's controlling behavior. She didn't explicitly say she was considering breaking up with him, but she expressed her concerns. The message read, "I'm thinking of breaking up with Elliot because of his controlling, threatening behavior. This is pretty serious and scary." Emily's parents were deeply worried about her situation. They feared for their daughter's safety and knew she was in danger. On the night of May 6th, CCTV footage revealed that Emily and Elliot weren't getting along. Earlier in the day, Elliot got upset over something he saw on Emily's social media. Then, he saw a message from another guy offering to buy Emily a drink. This made Elliot angry. Later that night, while they were at a bar, Elliot spotted the guy who messaged Emily. He grabbed a lump hammer and threatened the man with it. Elliot warned him to stay away from Emily and threatened to hurt him if he didn't listen and do so. Things were getting worse between Emily and Elliot. At one point, during the night, Emily threw a drink over Elliot, showing how bad things had gotten between them. As they moved from club to club, it was clear they were growing more distant. Elliot argued about Emily's outfit choice, and it didn't end well. Eventually, despite her hesitation, Emily agreed to go back to Elliot's house in the Queen's Park area to try and sort things out. On the morning of May 7th, 2011, Emily's body was discovered. She was found in Elliot's room, and sadly, it would be her final resting place. The true content of the conversation that took place between Emily and Elliot that night remains a mystery. When the police arrived at the scene, Elliot's mother, Annetta Turner, claimed that Emily had passed away in her sleep while outside of their house. An inquest was opened into Emily's death, and later it was adjourned by the Bournemouth Pool, East Dorset coroner, leaving unanswered questions surrounding the tragic event. The cause of Emily's death remained unknown, prompting authorities to conduct toxicology tests. Two men from Bournemouth, aged 19 and 17, were arrested in connection with Emily's passing. However, they were released on police bail as further investigations continued. Emily's father believed that his daughter might have passed away in her sleep, but the exact cause remained a mystery. Her parents, devastated by the loss, traveled from New Zealand to England to seek answers about what had happened to their beloved daughter, Emily. The night of May 6, 2011, marked a tragic turning point in the lives of Emily Longley and Elliot Turner. CCTV footage captured the growing distance between the couple as they moved from club to club. Tensions escalated when Emily threw a drink over Elliot, signaling the worsening state of their relationship. Despite their arguments, Emily reluctantly agreed to accompany Elliot back to his home in the Queen's Park area to discuss their issues. At first, Elliot's mother, Anita Turner, said that Emily died in Elliot's bed. But the police started to think something wasn't right, so they secretly listened in on the Turner family's conversations. They heard Elliot tell his mom what happened to Emily. He confessed to hurting her, which was a shocking thing to hear. This confession was a big piece of evidence that helped the police figure out what happened to Emily. After Emily Longley's tragic death, the police looked into everything very carefully and found out a lot of lies and hiding. Elliot Turner and his parents, Lee and Anita Turner, were arrested because of their involvement in Emily's death. During the trial, it became clear just how bad Elliot's relationship with Emily was. The things that came out showed that Elliot was aggressive towards Emily, which was scary. During the trial, in April 2012, Elliot tried to say that his relationship with Emily was full of frustration because he was jealous, and they argued a lot. But the lawyers who were against him, called the prosecution, told a different story. They said Elliot was controlling and manipulative, and his jealousy made him angry. They said all of this led him to do something very violent and bad to Emily. The things people said and the proof they showed in court made it clear that Elliot often acted aggressively and tried to control Emily. But what was even worse was when Elliot admitted to choking Emily because he was jealous. It was a violent and terrible thing to do, and it ended Emily's life way too soon. Now, at last, the jury made a big decision. Elliot Turner was said to be guilty of murder, and his parents were found guilty too for not telling the truth. Then, the judge decided what punishment they should get. This was the end of a really hard time for Emily's family, but it was also a step towards getting justice for Emily. Even though Emily's family felt very sad, they stayed strong in their fight for justice. They talked about how much they missed Emily and how much they hurt because she was gone. But even with all their pain, they were determined to make sure the people who hurt Emily were held accountable. They wanted to make sure nobody forgot about Emily and what happened to her. What do you think about this case? Stay tuned. We'll catch you with a new nail-biting crime thriller tomorrow.